Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today it's finally time for the show and tell number 32 that I promised you last week. So I did film a video. Let's be honest, I'm scatterbrained at the best of times, and by the time I realized how absolutely garbage that video was and how wonkadoo it was, it just wasn't worth doing it. I do have a new camera, so I'm having some weird issues with getting it's staying focused more often, which is fantastic. But I am having issues with, clearly it's filtering things that don't need to be filtered, and I'm not quite sure how to get it to stop trying to filter things and make me look pretty. Because when I move my head around in some of the clips that I did last week, I noticed, in particular, like when it comes up against my black pattern border here, my wispy hairs are creating distortion because it's trying to smooth my hair, but you can see this like bubble of halo behind me. We're just going to roll with it today, though. I will hopefully figure out what to do with the filming thing shortly, but like, you can't even see my forehead wrinkles. I mean, you see that they're kind of there. I don't need to filter my videos. You guys know I'm over the age of 30. You can see my gray hairs poking through over here. Anyway. Whoo boy. So I still only have one finished object that I wanted to share with you guys, and that is Jeffrey the Eggnog. The pattern for this is from Not Bad. I will have the website linked down below in the description bar. I altered the way they did the cinnamon stick on it, but everything else I just followed the pattern. I did get this as a kit from Lion Brand. I'm not sure if they're still available or not. But there's like a snowman, a gingerbread woman, Jeffrey the Eggnog, and a Christmas tree, I think. I don't know. It's Vanna's Choice and the DIY yarns if you order the kit from Lion Brand directly. But the patterns are actually free patterns that are available on the Not Bad, K-N-O-T, website. So, super cute, super easy. I did put a weight on the inside, and I put a piece of cardboard on the bottom to really give him a flush base. But, I mean, he sits up really, really well. I'm super happy with the pattern, and I think he is super adorable. Very, very cute. So that is my only finished object. Once again, I have been working on a large project. It is, goodness sakes, I'm like talking so fast, I'm sucking down air. Not good. So the big project I've been working on is the Shades of Indigo Poncho. And this is from Two of Wands. This is once again a free pattern from the Two of Wands website. I did order the kit from Lion Brand. It's using all of the jeans yarns from their jeans collection. The kit regular price is $90. However, I did double check today. They're still running a sale that's 40%, with coupon code, it's 40% off kits and yarn. So you can get 40% off $90. I know $90 seems super expensive for this kit, but it does come with 13 balls of yarn. So, I mean, 40% off plus 13 balls of yarn, like that's really not that bad overall. But these are the pieces I have done so far. I have 1.5 pieces left to crochet, and then I need to piece them together. The pattern is incredibly simple. It's got a really cute construction. I love the patchwork denim thing. That's the one I'm working on now. And I like the collaboration with Lion Brand because I really love, I mean, even if these weren't jeans yarns, they weren't the heathered denim tones, I would still love this pattern. I mean, if this was just standard colored yarns. I did go out and look at what some of the other people had done. Oh, here's the other piece. Last piece. And I have each of them marked with which piece it is. And I have stitch markers at row 10 just so I can more easily match. Because the pattern is a free pattern separate from the Lion Brand kit. There a lot of people who have already made it, didn't use the denim yarns or the jeans line yarns. They used other yarns in their poncho. And they are super cute. Just saying. I might actually, not anytime soon, because let's be honest, I'm kind of over this one big project right now. I would like to take her pattern measurements for the construction and double check to make sure she doesn't have the measurements on here. But she's got her chart here of how to piece all your pieces together. I kind of wouldn't mind taking her base pattern and doing something, doing more of a sampler with like monochromatic, just doing like all cream and doing like crochet cables and playing with the shapes of the crochet cables for the different pieces and the different styles of cables that are out there. But trying to gauge and ensure that the block will be the same size and can piece together easily. Even after blocking, that's going to take too much brain work for where I am right now. We're still in this never land with the move. Our market is very saturated right now. We've been back and forth with our relocation company, with our realtor. We're discussing maybe doing some updates and renovations. We've had one contractor out here already. We're waiting for another contractor and his decorator to come out and see what they think would spruce up the house, make it more eye-catching in pictures and things, and more captivating. So we're trying to figure out what path we want to take. We don't want the house to still be on the market once we start hitting into Halloween and fall, and we're already at the point where college football season starts in 2 weeks, so we're going to be doing family parties over here regularly. So we don't want to spend our family season necessarily in limbo. It's a lot harder to keep the house together and ready for showings once we get to that point. So yeah, so obviously I'm still in my house here. That hat looks so silly sitting like that. But I have to hide it from Pippin. Otherwise, he's like all in there trying to play with that pom-pom. So yeah, we're trying to figure out what next steps are at this point. We just don't know. And until we have a game plan for that, I can't really guarantee what my schedule is going to be like. And I'm spending a lot of time absorbed in house prep and maintenance and not much time sitting down mathing and braining out projects and things like that. Obviously, I'm crocheting a lot slower and knitting a lot slower than normal too. So, but that's where we are on that. I do have one other whip that is not associated to knitting and crochet, but is working with Amber's charity mail, which ends this weekend, unless she's extended it. If she has, great. If she hasn't, great. I'm not caught up on my YouTube watching, so I will have to get back over there. But yeah, if you're somehow have missed it in any of my previous videos you've watched recently, or Terry at Yarn Joy, or Debbie the Canadian Crocheter, Amber at Ooh Crochet is doing another make-along, and this time it is a charity make-along, and she specifically wanted to focus on kids and kids going back to school. So she's asked for, things to keep kids warm because she lives in a colder climate, little backpack, keychain, charm things, little fidgety items that they can play with, things that can be happy day, you had a really good day, here's a little treat. Anything like that to help her school system in particular, but also if you have a school system that's in need in your area, she's more than happy to count you for the mail too. So I did, I think I've got like 5 hats, 2 cowls, a bookmark already done, a crocheted bookmark already done for her. But for the last week, I have been working on paper bookmarks. I've got the first round laminated. I have another set of this style that I'm going to do. There's some more, there's some Disney Princess and some more Hello Kitties that are part of that. But I'm going to cut these apart, put holes in them, and they will get tassels. I have a whole bunch of tassels here. So my paper went a lot further than I thought it was going to. So she might be a little, it might be a little Hello Kitty heavy, or more Hello Kitty heavy than I thought it was going to be. That's the other style where they're bigger. She has a wide age group for the children at her school. And sometimes, you know, I'm that weird person. I like unusual bookmarks. And even as a kid, I did. Let's see, let's get past the Hello Kitties and into some of the more interesting ones. So this size is more like a book plate size, but I actually really like those for hardback books, because when you go to lift the cover of a hardback book, sometimes your thin standard 2x6 just isn't durable enough, even laminated. And I mean, these are doubled sheets of paper with the lamination sheet. Got some Star Wars here, and it's just Anna and Ariel. And also one of the things I found interesting in this, I know a number of you guys do paper crafting, and I'm not the only one who does paper crafting that also does knitting and crochet. That Hello Kitty paper, I bought all the paper packs I used for this. I bought to do note cards. I was wanting to do some sets of note cards for some of the guys in my family, and maybe to potentially sell down the road. One of my biggest frustrations is when you buy online and even in store, sometimes it's hard to really tell if a paper pad is going to work for your purposes or not. It really frustrated me because none of these Star Wars papers would have worked for cards. They're just not the right size to use for tops of cards. And it kind of frustrated me a little bit to realize that for how expensive they are. On the other hand, the Disney collection, the Disney Princess collection that I got, is absolutely gorgeous. They've got paper that is not, it's in theme. I mean, you can tell, like, they kind of went with, like, the pinks and the birds for Aurora here. And it's a very simplistic style, but some of her coordinate papers were very dynamic. The Tinkerbell paper all was in the same color path to match her 12 by 12 sheet with her just big here. They all coordinated to that and had, like, a very neutral floral woodland theme kind of paper to it. So and of course Sanrio, just about anything they produce, it's very dynamic, coordinated. Their whole line is very coordinated. You can pretty much buy straight through an entire season's worth of, you know, crepe kitsch, and, you know, everything coordinates. They're not necessarily, you know, you can put together a bedroom set out of the Sanrio stores, and while they're not the same collection, they all still coordinate. So it's just a really interesting observation, you know, the complete difference. They're all, I think, Sandy Lion or something like that pads. So they're the production, the company that actually made it, that bought the licensing, you know, it's the same company, but there was a dramatic difference in the ability to use it. And sometimes when you buy these licensed paper pads, I've noticed it's, what can we slap something on that people are going to spend a lot of money for? So if you're thinking about maybe like stepping your toes into paper crafting, or you have a reason to purchase all of a sudden a paper pad or a paper kit that is themed for one of these licensed franchises, take time to actually thumb through the little corner to see what you're really getting in there. Because like I said, the ability to use things in general is a very diverse field there. And that's true in general with paper pads, but I've noticed it more with the licensed paper kits than anything else. So yeah, I've been working on those, getting those cut out, getting them laminated. I've still got to, like I said, cut them out of the laminating sheets and put holes in them and do my tassels here. That ends, last I heard it was August 11th, but like I said, I'm pretty far behind in my video viewing. Ooh, that's a lot of lipstick coming off on my cup. That's what I get for wearing standard lipstick and lip gloss. Anyway, I'm going to hold on 1 second and kind of rearrange my stuff in my filming bubble here. And I've got some more stuff to share with you guys. So, acquisitions. I do have a couple acquisitions. In my last show and tell, I told you guys I went a little crazy on Etsy. And part of that purchasing frenzy on Etsy sales for yarn dyers was ordering these. I think it's from Durian Yarn Works. Durian Dye Works. Ooh. I got 2 sock blanks. First off, I got this one. And I'm dying to know how this works up, especially as it transitions into the brown tones. But this one I definitely want for socks. That was my full intention, was for this to be socks. This one, on the other hand, I think I want to do a shawlette, or maybe try another cowl and find, maybe one that works better for me. But I love these splotches of, it's almost an off-white yellow tone to the background anyway. But there is this very faint hint of green and yellow throughout the background, which I think is this sock blank knits up. I think it's going to be exceptionally dynamic. I am dying to know what this is going to work up as. So I will leave a link to them down below as well, so you can go check out that shop on Etsy. The other thing I did is I ordered some more bags from Beth over at Heaven's Peacemaker. And she is currently, so Beth is originally a quilter. And she is playing with her style for bags she likes to make or wants to make to sell. And she is selling some of her bags. But first off, we have this one. And this is a massive bag. I think she said it fit 12, both of the bags I got fit like 12 skeins of Simply Soft with room on top for your project. And this one is just lined in simple green. Has a little clasp on the inside. And look at the adorable stitch marker in there. And I've got a cute little zipper pull on here. So, I mean, come on. Halloween Peanuts fabric. Who couldn't love that? And these are very nice. She did quilted batting for her. That's her style for her outer. She's got nicely seamed handles over here. The construction quality is phenomenal. Like I said, I've had 0 issues with any of the things that I've ordered, as far as construction quality, from Christy Cook at T-Doddles, Jane Wynn and Jane Wynn Designs, Beth at Heaven's Peacemaker, Ella at No Catchy Name. I've had 0 issues with the quality of what I have gotten from them. Randy over at Random Randy's Ramblings. Another place I've ordered from. Another YouTuber I've ordered from. I have been exceptionally pleased with the quality of the YouTuber bags I've gotten. However, I have ordered bags from shops that I have found through Instagram or Facebook Messenger or Facebook groups and things like that, where I've felt a little womp womp as far as the quality. But so far so good on the crocheters and knitters who also sew bags to sell. I guess they understand, you know, they know what their needs are when they have bags and what they want out of their bags. And they are making quality bags that are actually meant to be durable. But specifically, I wanted to get some larger bags because I have 2 blanket projects. One is going to be Glorious Granny Squares in red and green using the Premier Sweet Roll. And the other is going to be a Jelly Bean Ripple using grapefruit, pistachio, and white from Vanna's Choice. These are yarns that I got on clearance. Let's see, this one says Hobby Lobby, but I know I got some at Hobby Lobby and some at Michael's when they clearanced out theirs in store. And the white is sitting on the other side because I did actually have to order that separately. So I have 2 blanket projects coming up, plus the one I've just got in a shopping bag right now, but that'll be done hopefully next week, so I'm not going to transfer that over. But the other bag, so this is why I had to place the order. So Beth was showing off the fabric that she got the other day, and she showed off this one. How adorable are those little piglets? How cute. So I got a different style with this one. It's lined in pink and white polka dots. And it's a big old bag. And this one is just a drawstring bag. So I am so looking forward to using these bags. I am absolutely ecstatic. And this one also, I mean, I suppose you can actually see it better on this one, but it's got the quilting for the batting that's on the inside. She's not relying specifically on interfacing. She's using batting, which is actually, I use interfacing and batting on my tote bags. This one, because it's just made out of broadcloth and, well, I guess the lining is quilting cotton. This one was made to be a softer bag. I used a much lighter weight and I did not quilt it. I used iron-on. This one turned out much better, but this one, the big part, the back here, the big open part of the bag uses the same technique Beth does, except I didn't quilt mine for that because I had the pocket sections that also went on, and I use interfacing for the pockets and I use the batting for the bag itself. And you can see how well that one stands up, even smooshed into a shelf. So I am very excited about these. I am over the moon. The size is massive, which makes it perfect for some of the things that I have set aside to be on my hooks very shortly. What yarn is that? I love how my yarn keeps like catching my eye. Oh, it's the Great Felici. I was like, I've got a purple stripe yarn up there. Yes, of course I got a purple stripe yarn because nitpicks. Anyway, on top of that, I have some super exciting mail. To my friend Sandra, I know a number of you have heard Becky at Funny Farm Crochet, and Mary at Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, and Leah at Leah's Handmade Crafts. I know a number of you guys have heard us talk about our friend Sandra. Sandra is absolutely phenomenal. She is a hoot and a half, and it's hilarious because she reminds me of some of my great aunts. Just cracks me up. But in that big Etsy purchase, one of the things I bought was a bright green and black yarn called Ectoplasm from Knit Fast Dye Warm Yarns. Well, green just happens to be her favorite color, and she fell head over heels in love with it. So when they were sold out and I couldn't order her own skein, she asked if I would be open to a trade. So this is what I traded her for. One is an equal one-to-one trade. The other one is an early birthday gift. So I'm very happy with these. These are, this is Enigma in the Sincere Sock yarn from Expression Fiber Arts, which also means this is the first time I've ever had Expression Fiber Arts yarn, and I'm over the moon. Every time I see one I just have to have, by the time I get on her website, it's sold out. But yeah, so that was an early birthday gift. I also have 2 pieces of subscriber mail. So one of my regular commenters and subscribers, Wendy, asked if she could get my address to send me a gift. And she sent me, we've got 2 beautiful pairs of earrings. See if we can, aw, why are you flipped backwards? There we go. 2 beautiful pairs of earrings there. And she was so sweet and pays so much attention to my channel. She not only sent me crochet stitch markers, she sent me 2 knitting stitch markers. Oop, I'm missing one. Where'd the other one go? What is it hung on? No, it didn't. Okay. So I have a sweet little dragonfly. A, seriously, beautiful elephant. Butterflies. And I love the fact she used the rainbow beads for the butterfly. I don't know why. That just tickles me to no end. And we have this beautiful tassel with a little arrow here. So I'm very excited for those. Those absolutely beautiful and sweet and thoughtful gift. You know, and I know everybody says this, but please never feel like you're in any kind of obligation to send anything to me. While I am very happy to receive gifts, and I absolutely will cherish all of these, don't feel like you have to send me things. I am perfectly happy with an email that just says, hey, thinking about you. The other one has been a long time coming. She, many of you guys know Classy Kim. Ooh, I totally just knocked my stand here. She has her own channel now, and she spends a lot of time discussing the things that she, like sales and things like that, that she finds. And her Facebook group is phenomenal. She really spends a lot of time promoting new channels and things like that. She's an exceptionally giving woman, and she is just absolutely tickles the daylights out of me. But she emailed me a while back and asked, or Facebook messaged me, if she could have my mailing address. She had something in mind she wanted to make for me. And boy, did she deliver. This will be absolutely cherished for many, many moons to come. And I will definitely be adding charms of my own to it. But we'll get Eat, Sleep, Crochet, sewing machines. There's a ball of yarn. There's a tape measure. I mean, just all sorts of things. And then she even, at the very end here, for just that extra sweet personal touch, this last charm has a C and a P for Carrie Penny. Is that not just absolutely the sweetest thing ever? And I'm just blown away at the time and effort in you guys. I mean, all of you guys, not just Kim. The communication, the conversation, the sweetness, the generosity. And it's not just and how you respond with me. It's how you interact with each other. And I just want to take a second to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yes, thank you definitely, Kim and Wendy. These are beautiful. I will link Kim's channel down below so you guys can go and check her out. But this community, all in all, is a beautiful and loving community. And there's so many opportunities just to, like I said, just the simple note saying hi, thinking about you. While the gifts touch me and the timing couldn't have been better, I am incredibly grateful for you guys. And I have, I'm coming up on my vlogiversary. My birthday is next week. So sometime in between the two, I will be doing something special to give back as part of, happy birthday and happy anniversary on YouTube. But I did want to take a second before that, before everything gets shrouded in, is Carrie sending out gifts, or, oh my God, I forgot her birthday. Because a couple of y'all I know actually did forget I had a birthday coming up. Before I get to any of that, before we, start celebrations or anything else, this last year has been a wonderful experience for me. I have really enjoyed getting to know so many of you guys that I'd already seen in, groups that I participate in on Facebook already. Some of y'all I had seen on Instagram already, but over the last year, the opportunity to not just like voyeur style look at some of you guys, have the opportunity for back and forth, because now I'm sharing as well. And, I've gotten some amazing emails and, amazing, thoughtful, trinkets and gifts of affection. And to be honest, you guys are just amazing. I'm absolutely bowled over at you guys. As complimentary as you are to me, I am equally as grateful for you. And you guys are just phenomenal. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. When I started my channel, I didn't think there was any chance of me getting 100 people to watch me, much less I'm now up to 1,000 people watching me. Actually, this morning, I was checking what show and tell this is, and I noticed it's 1,188 as of sitting down to film. So, thank you. And so many of you guys not just, hit the subscribe button, but you come back regularly to watch my content. You comment on my videos and actually interact with each other, and watching you guys interact with each other is amazing too. And this isn't limited to just the other YouTubers. I mean, actual subscribers and viewers who are actively participating and engaging and answering questions. And if I can't get to it fast enough, sometimes if somebody wants to know where a pattern is, I've noticed people have shared the link before I even see it. So I just want you guys to know that I have an immense love and respect for each and every one of you. And I am so grateful that you have decided to watch my little slice of crazy over here and want to share with me back the connection that is there between all of us and our love for yarn and gluttony for punishment and picking up that hard project that we know is going to take 2 years. It's just been an absolutely amazing experience for me. So I wanted to take a second to thank you. And in particular, I want to thank Wendy and Kim for the beautiful gifts. August is such a big month around here. It's kind of funny that y'all chose August to send in anyway. And Sandra, you already know how much I appreciate my yarn. There's one other thing I wanted to discuss that's part of housekeeping real quick before I stop this video and go on to film the next two I gotta go. And hopefully all three will turn out just fine. I appear to be having an issue with a handful of you guys. You're not seeing me on other YouTubers' lives when I log in, and you're not able to get replies on your comments. I do not have anybody blocked. There are only 2 people I have blocked on my channel, and they were blocked for personal reasons. So they can see my videos, but they can't comment at all. One is a community-wide troll that everybody knows, and the other one is a person I know in real life who has not very kind things to say. Or no, not in real life, but no, off of the internet space, the YouTube space. So those are the only 2 people who are blocked. Some of the things to double check is to make sure you don't have your privacy settings high. You don't have it clicked to where people can't reply to you. If for some reason I don't reply to you and you leave a comment, I do try to get to every single commenter and reply to them, even if it's just a simple thank you. There are some days where I sit down and immediately after posting a video, I may have 25 things to reply to. Some of them asking questions, some of them just giving me thumbs up. I know I frequently just do waving hands or in parentheses waves for a lot of other YouTubers because I craft while I watch YouTube. But I do try to respond and reply to everything. So if for some reason I have not replied to you or not responded to your comment, please double check your settings. If it's not on your settings, reach out to YouTube, because I know this isn't the only, mine's not the only one having a problem. I know Becky at Funny Farm and Mo at Unseen Strands are having issues seeing each other's comments right now. So this isn't a limited problem. So please report it to YouTube if you are still having issues. Like I did say, we will have something special coming up, probably somewhere around the 23rd, maybe. My birthday is on Friday next week, the 16th, and my vlogiversary is on the 29th. So somewhere in between there, I think I'm going to do my first YouTube live, which will be interesting. And I'm thinking about maybe having some things that are super secret things that trigger maybe a giveaway. I don't know. We'll find out though. I haven't worked out the details necessarily. I think I'm going to set aside maybe 3 or 4 things, and if somebody says a certain word or somebody is the certain number person to do something, that might just trigger a little Happy Meal going your way. I don't know. I don't want it to be so formed. Hold on, I got a phone call. Sorry guys, that was my husband. I think I'm pretty much just logging in now to just say goodbye. Yeah, so since I have hit 1,000 subscribers now, I can have a community chat board, so I will start using that to let you know in advance of video updates. If I'm running late on updating, I will announce when I'm going to do my birthday 1,000 subscriber 1-year vlogiversary extravaganza live. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what I'm doing yet. So anyway, that's something coming up. I probably will not do lives regularly. I did have one more piece of housekeeping information. Overwhelming number of you guys are interested in getting an occasional tip or trick from the Homemaker end. So I'm going to figure out how to incorporate that into probably not individual videos, but at the end of some of the videos, at least once a month, I would like to pass on tips and things that work for me, products that work for me. There are lots of resources out there for how to streamline housekeeping, from budgets to food. So I will be incorporating that occasionally into the ending of some of my videos. So I think that's all the housekeeping I had. It's been a long time since I've done any type of housekeeping video. Unfortunately, this did just get jumped into 3 big hunks. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. This will be the first video that I post of the 3 that I'm filming today. So you will have 3 videos of me wearing the exact same outfit, because you guys, I can't be bothered to get up and go change shirts. Just can't do it. Not gonna happen. Anyway, you guys take care. I love you, and thank you so much for being absolutely phenomenal. And thank you so much for coming to my channel and spending time listening to me ramble like a madwoman. I'll see you guys extremely soon. Take care, and I look forward to hearing back from all of you. Bye.